Why do Germans value punctuality so much? In Germany, if you are 5 minutes late, you are not only considered rude, but you could also lose an entire relationship. In a society that values order and system like Germany, time is not merely about hours and minutes. It is a symbol of prestige, efficiency, and commitment. For Germans, being on time is not just a habit. It is part of their way of life, cultural belief, and national identity. You will see trains arriving on the minute, appointments booked months in advance, and even at intimate gatherings, guests will arrive on time as an indispensable ritual. But why is that? What makes punctuality a sacred value to the point of being almost non-negotiable? Let's explore with Oddity Vault the 3 profound cultural layers that have shaped a nation. You might find it a bit strict, but in reality, it is very worth learning from. We will not only stop at behaviors, but also delve into the core of the mindset, from the way children are educated, urban design, to the nature of trust in society. And who knows, you might want to bring a part of this philosophy into your own life.
Reason 1. History of forming discipline. Germans are not born punctual, but history, especially during the industrialization period, has ingrained a spirit of discipline and precision into their social DNA. In the 19th century, as Germany entered the Industrial Revolution, the railway system, production lines, and the military required everyone to operate on a strict schedule down to the minute. Trains leave the station on time. Production lines run without missing a beat. Any delay causes significant losses and disrupts the entire system. From factories to schools, from government to individual families, Germans gradually learned to view time as a national asset that cannot be wasted. Being on time became a collective habit, an invisible commitment between people. Arriving on time is seen as a demonstration of reliability and social responsibility. It's not because they are picky, but because in a society where every cog must fit together, being late is not just a personal act. It is a disruption to the entire operational system. In other words, being on time is not about maintaining an image, but about ensuring smooth operation for the entire social machinery. History also shows that nations that experience war, economic crises, and recovery tend to emphasize organization. For Germany, a country that rebuilt from the ashes after World War II, punctuality is not just a habit, but a strategy for survival and development.
Reason 2. Respect and implicit trust mechanism. For Germans, arriving on time is a way to show respect for others. No flowery words are needed. It is a non-verbal language that demonstrates you value time and people. When you are on time, it says, "I value your time as much as my own." Conversely, if you are late, you are unconsciously sending a message that, "My time is more important than yours." And this is considered extremely disrespectful in German society. This is not just politeness. It is an unspoken social moral rule. In a community that values principles and consistency, punctuality becomes an expression of character. In business, if you arrive late to a meeting, even by just 3 minutes, you could lose a contract. In life, being late to a wedding, dinner, or even a casual meeting is also viewed with a lack of reliability. Germans assess people by their behavior, and punctuality is the first test to evaluate whether you are trustworthy and worth collaborating with. Even German children are taught that if you are late, you are stealing someone else's time. Not only that, many companies in Germany require employees to arrive 5 to 10 minutes early, not to start working right away, but to show that you are ready and proactive. The German workplace culture does not judge you by the number of hours you work, but by whether you are punctual, meet deadlines, and keep commitments. And that is the foundation for building a society where trust operates like an unspoken contract. No signature needed, just being on time.
Reason 3. Organizational culture and structured thinking in life. Germans love structure. They believe in planning. They schedule everything, from holidays, supermarket trips, to even simple gatherings with friends. If you ask a German friend for a date, they will likely open their calendar and say, "I'm free on Tuesday, 3 weeks from now, at 5:15 p.m. Sounds a bit dry? But for them, It's a way to ensure that everything is done well, at the right time, without affecting other responsibilities. Being on time helps Germans optimize personal time, avoid overlapping plans, keep promises to themselves and others, feel in control of their lives. Punctuality creates a sense of control and stability, making people less stressed and more trusting of each other. In Germany, being on time is also a way to help people master surprises. When you know for sure that someone will arrive on time, you don't have to worry. You're not reactive. You can confidently plan the next steps without fear of interruption. And that's why Germans believe that discipline brings freedom. So if you've ever been surprised by how life in Germany operates like a machine, now you know. The clock is not just a tool for measuring time, but a cultural symbol of order and commitment.
Punctuality in Germany is not merely a communication rule. It is an expression of a life philosophy. Respecting time is respecting oneself and the community. You may find it strict, but when living in that environment, you will feel the ease of knowing in advance, arriving early, and completing tasks on time. And the strange thing is, when you live punctually for a long enough time, you will feel like you have control over your entire life, as if each day that passes has purpose and completeness. What about you? Do you value punctuality? Or are you part of the flexible school and believe that 5 minutes doesn't matter? Have you ever been to a country where everything runs so precisely that you felt overwhelmed? Or have you ever been penalized for being late somewhere? Please share your story below. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell to join Oddity Vault on unique cultural exploration journeys around the globe. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. See you in the next video, where the world always holds surprising stories.